back. Well, I ain't back, but I'm back. Welcome back. This is Smell Good, Feel Good. My name is Blake. I am your local cologne connoisseur, your scent savant, your fragrance fanatic, your pundit of parfum, if you will. And y'all done messed up. Y'all messed up. You want to know why? Y'all really let me get to episode 5? Y'all let me get to episode 5. Episode 5. Episode 5. But we're going to keep this train rolling like we always have. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are in the books. We are on episode 5. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't checked out episode 4, the one last week, we went over MFK Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. That's a very seductive, high-end niche fragrance. It's kind of pricey, like I said in the last video. And, I'm going to rectify that in this episode. Episode 5, I got y'all. I heard y'all. Y'all said it's too much. Give us something affordable. Give us something that won't break the bank. I got y'all. But if you haven't watched that video, be sure to check it out, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Hell, I'm even on TikTok now. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm on there. But again, we're going to keep this train rolling. We talked about some pretty nice fragrances. This week will be no different. But before we get into that, not that you asked, but what am I wearing today? We're not talking about cologne. Talking about shoes. You should already know this. This is the A6 Miami Beach colorway. This was a collab with Ronnie 5. Yes, I wear Asics. It's not all about Jordans, Yeezys, Nike, and all the hype stuff. It's not all about that. Side note, while we're talking about shoes, let's talk about these shoe collections. Your shoe collection needs to have character to it. It needs to have your own personal personality with it. You got all hype shoes in your collection. You're just a hype beast. You're not really a sneaker enthusiast. But hey, let me get off my soapboxes. We're not here to talk about shoes. We're here to talk about these fragrances. The one we got today is a very nice one. Again, kind of piggybacking off the one that I did last week. It's very similar to that. I'll tell you why. Let's see how it looks. Elixir by Dua. I know it's a very small bottle, but it packs a lot of punch. Dua is a very unique house. They're actually a clone house, but they do a bit more than that. What a clone house is they specialize in making fragrances that smell like a lot of other popular fragrances. So last week when we talked about the dupes and the duplicates, they kind of specialize in that whole idea. Dua, they actually have a concept series, and this one is a part of that. And in that concept series, the whole idea behind it is they take 2 popular fragrances, combine it into one, and then they give you the outcome of what I'm holding in my hand right now. Casino Elixir is actually a mix between 2 popular fragrances. One, Aventus Creed, and the other is MFK Baccarat Rouge 540. We just talked about that. It's all coming around now. Y'all wanted a cheaper alternative that still smells good? Told you I got y'all, and here it is. Let's get into the notes. This one has notes of, and I quote, pineapple, apple, bergamot, black currant, almond, saffron, birch, jasmine, cedarwood, amber, ambergris,
2,000 years later,
amberwood, patchouli, and oak moss. That was a lot of different notes. Again, they combined 2 different fragrances. Each of those fragrances has their individual notes. What they did, they grabbed all of those off the ground, put them in the bucket, stirred it up, juiced it, squeezed it into a bottle, and that's what we got today, Casino Elixir by Dua. I'll give you my thoughts on it, but let's give it a spray first. Okay. Now look, I said this is fire. You may not see that from my reaction from that first spray, and I'll tell you why. The first spray of this, the opening is really, really Creed heavy. I smell a lot of pineapple. I smell that bergamot. I'm not sure if it's pink pepper in Creed Aventus. I don't think it is, but I smell a bit of pink pepper, and I recognize that from a different fragrance that I have that has pink pepper in it. I smell a note of that in here. It wasn't on the note list that I just read, but I feel like it's in here somewhere because I smell it. But again, on that opening, I smell a lot of the Creed Aventus. I feel like it's heavy on the Creed side when you first spray it. As it dries down a bit, you smell a bit more of the amber, the ambergris, the saffron, a bit of the almond. And that's when the Baccarat Rouge 540 starts to come in. So it's really a nice mix of both. You don't smell them really all at once at the same time. It kind of opens up on the Creed side and then it dries down smelling more like the Baccarat Rouge 540. Now, the reason I gave that reaction when I first sprayed it, I don't want to get on my soapbox, but I'm not really a Creed Aventus guy. In the summer of 2021, I feel like everybody and their mama and their brother and auntie and nephews and brother-in-laws and sister on the second side of the family, everybody went super crazy on Creed Aventus. Everybody had it. Everybody got it for Christmas. I actually got a sample, sprayed it, tried it out. I mean, it's good, but it's not. I feel like it's a lot better fragrances out there to be making a big deal about and making a hoopla about. It's not quite worth the price point, in my opinion, and it's not even the best fragrance in the house of Creed. Let me get off my soapbox though. But when it dries down, again, you smell a bit more of that sweetness from the Baccarat Rouge 540 as that starts to overtake the Creed Aventus. And I don't know how they did it, but they did it. They made two fragrances in one, and it worked surprisingly well. Again, like I said before, when I was reading into this, I saw that it had a combination of the Creed Aventus and the Baccarat Rouge 540. And I know I'm not too big of a Creed Aventus fan, but I gave it a try anyway. And again, this one is very, very good. They made it work. Now, I feel like this one is more Baccarat Rouge 540 heavy than it is Creed Aventus. They actually came out with a 2.0 version, a Casino Elixir 2.0. And that one, I think it lasts a bit longer than this one actually. And on the flip side, that one is more Creed Aventus heavy than this one is. So they kind of flipped it on its end and they made a different fragrance out of it. But as far as smell, I do like this one better. I do think this one is a better buy than the other one. But if you like Creed Aventus, again, you should probably get the 2.0 version. You'll probably like that one a lot more, but this one is pretty good. Now, this is a small bottle, but you can get this for $60. Price point is $60. You can't beat it. In fact, I like this one so much. You know what I did? Went and bought two of the bottles. Smell good. Bought this a few years ago from Dua's website, and I'm not too sure if this is a cool weather scent or a warm weather scent. But again, they combined two fragrances, and I feel like the end result, it just made it very versatile. You can wear this pretty much in any condition. I probably wouldn't wear it if it's too humid, but you can pull this out in the summer, spring, fall, and the winter. It'll hit just the same. And if you look at the back, you'll see that this is an extrait de parfum. Can you see that? That means that this is straight parfum. It doesn't take a lot for this to go a long way. I would probably do 2 sprays, 3 sprays. You may even be safe with 4 sprays. It's not the strongest thing in the world, but it is very strong. And it is work safe. You can wear it to work, you can wear it to church, your mama house, grandmama house, Walmart, Kroger, little Cheryl house on 5th Street. You can wear it pretty much anywhere you want, and it's a hit just the same. But if you like Creed Aventus, but you don't want to smell like the other 3,800,050 people that has that fragrance, you can try this one out. So if I had to give this one a rating, I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. It's a very long-lasting fragrance. If you spray this in the morning around 8 a.m., you will still smell this around 8 p.m. It gives you exactly what you need, strong performance at an affordable price. The only knock that I could possibly give to this one, and it's just a personal preference, I'm not too big on Creed Aventus, but I knew what I was signing up for when I bought this one. Luckily, it doesn't punch you in the mouth with the Creed Aventus. It balances very well with the Baccarat Rouge 540. I would definitely give this one a try. Go on Dua's website, Google it, but I will leave a link to buy this in the description of this video. Give it a try for yourself and see if you like it. It's $60. Splurge. And if you don't like it, at the end of the day, it's just $60. You know, y'all spend more than that on Jordans. Y'all spend more than that on, I don't know, the bedazzled pants that y'all be buying and the fake chains and stuff like that. Y'all spend more than that on that. And when you buying all that stuff, if you buying that to try to garner some attention from the opposite sex, just get a bottle of this. $60 just to get you way further than them fake Nike suits that y'all be buying. But I'm gonna stop throwing shade, I promise. Seriously though, if you've always wanted to try Creed Aventus or you always wanted to try Baccarat Rouge 540, I would give this one a try. Wear this one for a few days. If you like that pineapple, that bergamot that comes out in the beginning, I would suggest you trying out Creed Aventus. If you like the saffron and the almond and some of the sweeter notes that come out near the end, I would suggest you try Baccarat Rouge 540. If you want a combination of both, that's the bottle you need to get. Dua Casino Elixir, I'm telling you. But that pretty much wraps it up. This is episode 5, Smell Good, Feel Good. And remember, when you smell good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. And when you do good, good comes back around to you. If you like these videos, you like this content that I'm pumping out for y'all, go ahead and like, comment, share, but be sure to subscribe. But that pretty much wraps this one up. Smell good, feel good. Thank you so much for the support. We out. Peace.